Hey, Shalom. Shalom, Ryaveth, Julie, Gary, Boker Tov. Shalom, Tet. Great, okay, wow, look at Tet. Tuned in while commuting. Shalom, Vicky, Jeannie, Jeff. Shalom. Vicky, Michael Burke, Kenneth, Trisha. Oh, I thought you were saying 12 at your place, Trish. I show 10 viewers right now. I thought you were saying there's 12 over by you. I was like, woo! Yay. All right. Hey, Shalom Manju. By the way, I saw a real cool thing. I don't know if you're in the chat or not, but over in our B'nai Israel chat, I shared a video that someone shared with me. A bunch of Indian guys, they were outside the Israeli embassy in India, and they wanted to volunteer for the military, the Israeli IDF, to fight Hamas. That really, it's nice to see that kind of support when most of the news coverage has been enemies of Israel, people joining our enemies. So kudos to you guys for that. That's really nice what we're seeing coming out of India. I also saw about a month ago, there was a soccer match between, I think it was India and Iran. And in the middle of the stupid match, I don't know if it's the middle or the beginning, but one of the speakers went on and said, hey, let's have a moment of silence for the people of Gaza and what they're going through now, blah, blah, blah. And in the moment of silence, the Indian fans started making noise. Ah! Noisemakers and shouting and burn. It's like, somebody gets it. Somebody gets it. Because they've had to deal with radical Islam for many years. So they know. They know. So anyway, I thought that was really beautiful and really appreciate that. Hey, Shalom Annie and Gavriel and Raphael. By the way, I know everybody here is supportive of Israel, so I just wanted to point that out. Some of you might not have realized the support that we're getting from India. Okay, let's continue here. Okay, so I was thinking tonight, why don't we say Psalm 145 as our opening? This is a pretty famous one. It's in the Siddur. It gets a lot of attention, rightfully so. But we'll make this our opening prayer, and don't worry, I won't pick it apart, talking about grammar and all that stuff. I'll save that for our Psalms day, rather our writings day. So in case you guys don't realize, hey, Shalom, Betty and William. Yeah, Manju, I'm noticing that. Manju writes, most Indians are ardent supporters of Israel. Yeah, it's beautiful. Very nice, very nice. So Pakistan better watch out. Israel on one side, India the other way. But, lost my train of thought. So this is in the Siddur. Oh, right. In case you guys are new to our immersion classes, those who are watching who aren't in the chat right now, if you want to chat with us, you need to be logged into YouTube. If you don't log into YouTube, it won't let you chat. It also won't let you click like or anything like that as well. So please make sure to be logged in. We'd love to hear from you. It gives me a lot of positive, emotional juice to hear from you guys, especially when we're live. I really like that. Also the comments too, down below. So the way this works is on Tuesdays we have Torah. Wednesdays is the prophets. And Thursdays are the writings. So that doesn't mean we're limited to Psalms. Right now we're doing Psalms on Thursdays. We're doing 1 Kings on Wednesdays, but in the future that could be Isaiah or something else from the prophets. That's fine. And Tuesdays we're in Exodus, coming to an end soon. And it seems the popular opinion has been that people want to do Genesis after this. So you let me know. Kind of let me know right now. I'll put an official poll out there when we're closer to the end of Exodus. You still got a ways to go. But Shalom, Philip and Pei. No worries. Shalom, Achi, William. Yeah. Please read what Brenda's writing about clicking like. Make sure to click the thumbs up if you guys like what we're doing here. So, this will be our opening prayer. Sorry, I still got this throat thing going on. It's like it gets better and then it like comes back. It's bizarre. So we're hitting it with heavy antibiotics right now, so it should stay down this time. All right, so Kof, that's 100, Mem is 40, and Hey is 5. 145. This is the book of Tehillim, so it's Psalms. Let's look at Aleph. Tehillah le David. A psalm, pardon me. Yeah, psalm. Usually we have mizmor for psalm, but Tehillah means really the same thing. Tehillah is like a psalm. It sounds like tefillah, but that's not really the same thing. Of David, le David. Aromimcha Elohai hamelech. I will lift you up. I will exalt you, O my God. Hamelech, the King. Va'avarecha shimcha le'olam va'ed. And I will indeed bless. That's an emphatic hey. Shimcha, the Shem of Cha, your name. Le'olam, for eternity. Va'ed, and eternity. So forever and ever. Bechol yom avrachecha. Va'ahalela shimcha le'olam va'ed. In every day, I will bless Ka, you. Someone was asking in Hebrew literacy a couple of weeks ago about how often do we find a final kaf with a dagesh in it. So there's an example. Va'ahalelah, and I will indeed halah, I will indeed praise, which is the same root from tehillah there. I will indeed praise shimcha. Yeah, we could translate that praise for David. Shimcha, your name, leolam va'ed, forever and ever. And by the way, there's a pretty popular Ashkenazi melody for this. Maybe I won't do the whole thing, but just expose you to it if you haven't been exposed to it. Tehillah le David. So we'd be in the middle of Siddur, and now we hit this one, we say that part. And that kind of wakes everybody up. Oh, we're about to sing. Aromimcha Elohai hamelech, v'avracha shimcha le'olam va'ed, bechol yom avrachecha, v'ahlelah shimcha le'olam va'ed, gadol Adonai umehulal me'od, v'legdulato ein cheker, etc., etc. Gadol Adonai, great is Adonai, umehulal me'od, and exceedingly to be praised, to be halaled. Like we say hallelujah, same verb. This is a pu'al here. Mehulal, to be praised, passive. V'ligdulato, and for gedulah, the greatness, to of him. Ein cheker, there is no searching. You can't even search it, or no digging. Either way, you can translate that. Dol ledol yeshabach ma'asecha, generation to generation, which is another way for saying leolam vayed, forever. Yeshabach ma'asecha, your works, they shabach. So shabach, it's another term for praise. It means like do obeisance. Right? So this could also be like the things you have made do obeisance. Ugevurotecha yagidu, and the gevurah of Cha, and your loftiness, your highness, yagidu, they will nagad, they will hagada, they will talk about it, share about it. Hadar kavod hodecha v'divrei niflotecha asicha. Hadar kavod, the splendor of glory of your majesty. V'divrei niflotecha, and the words of your wonders, or concerning the words of your wonders, asicha, I will meditate on them. I will really like think about it. I will muse. Let me indeed muse. The hay is emphatic. I will indeed muse about them. Ve'ezuz noratecha yomeru. Ugedulatecha asaprena. See, we had no vowel, so we know to look in the column to see how the Masoretes corrected it. Ve'ezuz, and power, the power of your norah, your awesomeness, like your dread. Yomeru, concerning that, let them talk about it. ugedulatacha, and of your greatness, asaprena, I will definitely relate. I will definitely share about it. The root being sefer, like a scroll or a book. Zecher rav tuvcha yabi'u v'tzidkatacha yiranenu. Zecher, a remembrance, rav tuvcha, of the abundance, of the enormity of your tuv, your goodness. Yabi'u, let them bubble out, right? From the verb nava, to bubble, to ferment, that kind of stuff. You find the same thing used in Mishlei, talking about ruchi, my spirit will bubble out. And also, the Mashiach uses the same term, and it comes down to us in the Jewish Greek when you come back, when he's talking to the woman at the well, the Samaritan woman. He's talking about the hudotos zontos in the Jewish Greek, the mayim chayim. It would have bubbled up within you. Same verb here. So we have nice gezerah shava connecting that. V'tzidkatacha, and your justice, meaning your following of the law, also can mean your righteousness. Same thing in Hebrew. Concerning that, yiranenu, let them go like that, a joyful shout. Chanun v'rachum Adonai, gracious and compassionate, or gracious, pitiful, and merciful. This is the same word where we get the word for womb comes from this. Oh, yod-he, wow-he. Erech apayim, like a long face. Pardon me, long noses. I was thinking in the Aramaic. Long noses, long nostrils. So that means patient. Ugdol chesed, and great of chesed, of loving kindness, of loyalty to those who are members of your covenant, is what that's saying. Tov Adonai lakol, v'chamai v'al kol ma'asaiv. Good is Adonai to everyone, and his compassion, rachamai, or his tender mercies, or his compassionate acts, can mean any of those things, is al, upon, kol, everything ma'asaiv, which he has made, all of his works. Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha v'chasidecha yevarachucha. Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha, everything which you have created, Yoducha shall give praise, shall give thanks to Cha, to you, O Yod-He, Waw-He. The Chasidecha, and your Chasids. These are, the Chasid is the person who lets your Chesed come out of them, lets the clan loyalty go out to the other members of the family. Your pious ones. This is where we get the Chasids today, the Chasidim, right? It's from this word. Your Chasids, Yevarachucha, let them bless Cha, you. This is just an alternate way to spell it with the Hey. Kevod malchutecha yomeru, ugevratecha yadaberu. Kevod, honor, the honor, the glory of Malchut, the kingdom of Cha, of you. Yomeru, concerning it, they will talk about it. Ugevratecha, and concerning your lofty might, your greatness, not more like Gevrat. Gevrat's from where we get the word gever, like a mighty man, right? So it's from the verb gavar, which is to improve, to be stronger, or to become strong. So Gevurah, kind of like your mightiness. Concerning that, yedaberu, they let them speak. Lehodia livnei ha'adam, gevrotayv, uchevod hadar malchuto. Lehodia, to make known, livnei ha'adam, to human beings, literally the children of the man. Gevrotayv, of his gevurah, his majestic power, like that. Uchevod, and the glory of hadar, of the splendor of malchuto, of the malchut, the kingdom of of him. Malchutecha malchut kolol alamihim, umemshaltecha bechol dovador. Your kingdom is the malchut, the kingdom of kol olamim, of all of the universes, all of the worlds. Amazing, all of the eternities. Although, hold on. Yeah. Eternities is better here, because, sorry, I was thinking, in rabbinical Hebrew it can mean worlds, but in this dialect, in Torah Hebrew, and pardon me, in biblical Hebrew, it's just infinity. So, but still, that's nice, of all the infinities. Umemshaltecha, this is from the word from the word memshelet. Memshelet, it also shows up as memshalah. This is dominion. Or it can also mean like a ruled area, an area that you rule. And of your dominion, bechol dovador, in all of the generation and generation. A Hebrew idiom meaning forever. Somech Adonai lechol hanofelihim, v'zokef lechol hakefufihim. Somech Adonai, Adonai supports, he samachs. That's where we get smicha from, like ordination, from the laying of hands. He supports. Who does Yod He Waw He support? Lechol hanoflim. Pardon me, hanofilim. Usually in the Siddur it's got a rafe there. We say hanoflim instead of proper hanofilim. All of the fallen ones. V'zokaif lechol hakfufim, and he straightens all the ones who are bent over. Einei chol elecha yesaberu ve'ata notem lahen et ochlam be'ito. Einei, the eyes of Chol, of everything or everyone, are elecha, unto you. Yesaberu, and you satisfy them. Ve'ata noten lahem, and you give. Yesaberu it has different meanings. It can also be like you make them glad, and you give them grain. There's other possibilities. Ve'ata, but you noten lahem, and you give to them et ochlam, their ochel, their food, be'ito, in the ait, in the season, or in the time, the appropriate time, of it. It's appropriate time. Poteach et yadecha, umasbi'a lechol chai ratzon, opening up your hand, and masbi'a, satisfying, causing to be satiated, lechol chai ratzon, to every living thing, ratzon. And it's interesting, this is just out there, the ratzon. So we have to infer, we're probably borrowing the cha from up here by your desire, ratzon lecha. We do this also in the Birkat HaKohanim, right? When you say each line and then everybody responds, Ken yihi ratzon. Literally just, may it be will. But the idea is, Ken yihi ratzoncha, his will. Where's my pointer? Tzadik Adonai bechol derachai v'chasid bechol ma'asai. Tzadik Adonai. Adonai is a just one. He's tzadik. He's righteous, a righteous one. Bechol, and all of derachai. This is derech. This is way or path. From derachim, plural. And I lost my spot. Drop the mem. Darchei, ways of Vav, of him, and all of his ways. He's tzaddik, he's just, he's right, he's the winner in the court case. V'chasid bechol ma'asaiv, and he is a chasid, he is pious, he is a demonstrator of clan loyalty, familial loyalty, bechol, in all ma'asaiv, of his doings. You could also say works. Karov Adonai lechol korahiv, lechol asher yichahu ve'emet. Karov Adonai, Adonai is near. Lechol, to everyone, kol ra'av, who karaz, who calls upon Vav, on him. Lechol asher, to everyone who yikra'uhu, who summons him, who calls out to him. It's interesting, the psalmist has just taken the same idea and express it in a different verbal form with an alternate pronominal suffix. Instead of Vav, here he's got hu, and this is an imperfect instead of this participle. Ve'emet. Everyone who calls to him, and this is an adverb, truly. Literally, with emet, with truth. So, with fidelity, you could understand also. By the way, don't get upset, I'm explaining a little bit. We're not going into the detail, but I like you to understand what we're praying with the Psalms. Hey, shalom, Chilna, and Biblia. Retzon Yerav Yaseh V'et Shavatam Yishma V'Yoshiyehem. Retzon Yereiv. The desire, the want, the favor of those who fear him. Yara, to fear. The fearers, Yeraim. Fearers, drop the mem. Yera'eh, fearers of. Vav, of him. So those who fear him, his fearers, literally. Ya'aseh. He will do. So He'll make favor for them, is how you can understand that, or he will do their ratzon, their desire. Ve'et shav'atam, and their shav'ah. Shav'ah is like a plea. Their plea, the shav'ah of of them, yishma, he hears, or he will, shema, he will hear. And yoshi'im, and he will yeshah, he will save them, or give them victory. Kind of going back to the idea of him being tzaddik. Shomer Adonai et kol ohavaiv, ve'kol charshaim yashmid. Shomer Adonai, Adonai shomers. He watches over, he safeguards, he protects, et kol, all of ohavaiv, all of those who love him, all of his lovers. Ohavim, lovers, also means friends. It's poetic for friends as well. Drop the mem. Ohavei, friends of, ohavaiv, of him. Ve'et kol harshaim, but all of the, and we talked about this in the Shabbat drash, when I was showing you how the modern Hebrew translation is not very good from the New Testament, because like it translates, for example, anomia, lawlessness, as, what was it? Osei. I want to say Osei Shalom Bimov. Osei. Was it Resha? Doers of Resha, doers of wickedness. That's what this verb Rasha is, wicked. So Rashaim are wicked people. Kol ha Reshaim, all of the wicked ones, not all the ones who just happen to not wear tzitzit or not eat kosher or something. Yashmid, he will destroy. Tehilat Adonai yedaber pihi. Vivarech kol basar shem kodsho le'olam va'ed. Tehilat. Now this is how we started. If you remember, we started with Tehillah. Tehillah, right? Praise, or a psalm. This is Tehillah, that makes it of. So the praise of, or a psalm of, praise is better in context. The praise of, and this is an inclusio, right? Tying the first verse to the last verse. The praise of Adonai, the praise of Yod-Heh-Vaveh, concerning the praise of Yod-Heh-Vaveh, or with the praise of Yod-Heh-Vaveh. It's an accusative of means, or an instrumental, because it comes before the verb. Yedaber, let speak pi. That's the pei of e, my mouth. Vivarech, and let it bless. Or pardon, let him bless. Kol basar. Oh, okay, sorry. And let all flesh bless. Shem kodsho, his holy name. The shame of kodsho, of kodesh, holiness, of o. How long? Le'alam va'ed, forever and ever. Really nice psalm. That's our opening prayer. Baruch Hashem. Kind of long, but I think worth it. Hey, Shalom Candace. Candace says, what is the difference between righteous and just? They're the same thing in Hebrew. It's the same word. It's the same word. The very famous dictum we have in Devarim, in Deuteronomy, says, Tzedek, tzedek tirdof. Justice, justice you shall pursue. That's how it's usually translated into English. But it's totally fine to translate it, righteousness, righteousness you shall pursue. Because in the Hebrew mindset, which is based in the Torah, there is no righteousness outside of law. There is no, justice is what defines what is right. And that means applying the Torah in our own lives and to those outside of our lives, those with whom we interact. That is a tzedek person, or a tzedeket for a woman. Someone who is righteous is someone who is just. It's the same thing. It's a false dichotomy in Hebrew. Yes, there are many words that have multiple meanings, but this one, the concept is not splittable in Hebrew. You understand? Gayavet says, a beautiful psalm, one of my favorites. Thank you, Reb. You're very welcome. Hey, Shalom, servant of Hashem. Welcome, Achi. Okay. So now we can jump to we only have a few verses in Torah, so don't worry. We're not going to really miss out today because I wanted to finish. There are natural breaks in the Torah that don't always come across with chapter breaks. The chapter headings the chapters and verses were invented by Christians many years later, and they don't always end at the place that's logical for the Torah and such. So let's see. So tonight we are in Hebrew Exodus chapter 26, verses 4 through 6. All right? So not doing a whole lot there in the Torah. 4 through 6, okay. So here is the chapter heading, Kaf Vav, So that's 26. And here are the verses. And I'll show you why we're going to end with verse 6. Oh, interesting. That's, we could have gone longer. Well, there should be. I wonder. I was looking at BHS, the Masorah from the Westminster Leningrad Codex. I wonder if, for some reason, it's not here. There is in the BHS, there's a pay, which is a big paragraph marker ending here. Well, you'll see. The thought is very conclusive. If we need to, we can go on and do more. Okay, verse 4. Okay. veasiyta uleot Segholate ahal sephat hariah ha'echat miqatah bachovaret. Okay. veasiyta, from the verb asa. Asa is to do or to make. And I've shared before that verbs that end in a hey, if you want to say you did it, it becomes ita at the end. So pane is to turn, panita, you turned. Ra'ah is to see, ending in a hey. Ra'ita is you saw. And here we have in this example, asa, to do or to make, asita, you did or you made. But the vav here changes everything around, and it means, and you will do, you will make. What will you make? Luleot. So a lula is a loop, like a little, a loop on the end of a fabric. So you'll make loops of Segholate. So that's that color we talked about before from the special sea snail. Usually a bluish color, kind of in between indigo and a darker blue, somewhere in that area, although it can be violet. Upon sephat hariah. So this is safa. Safa means lip. Safa is a lip. Or it can be a beach, like the sephat hayam, the lip of the sea. Right? That's it's the sea's lip. It's a body part for the sea. And the sea also has a heart, the lev hayam. Lev hayam means like deep in the sea, the heart of the sea, right? But there's no yadei hayam. There's no arms of the sea. That would be creepy. So sefa, lip, becomes sefat, lip of, the lip of, the yeriyah. Yeriyah is a fabric strip, right? One of these strips of the cloths that's being made into curtains. Echat. The echat, the one. And you'll notice this is the feminine form. We have echad, like we say in the Shema, echad, and then there's achat. And that's the feminine form, sorry. I apologize. I put blueberries in the tea, like actual blueberries, and so I was so tempted I couldn't resist not to eat some of the blueberries. Very sorry. Hold on. The temptation was too great. All right. Miqatah. Katsa, you probably recognize it as kates, means an end. An end. So it's min, meaning from, and then it contracted. That's why we have, if you're watching instead of listening, if you're just listening, there's a strong dagesh in the kof. So miqatah was min katsa, became miqatah. From katsa, an end, bachovaret. So this is actually, the spelling's changed. This is choveret is the word. Choveret. This is, it can mean like a position of a join. So like if you got like a bracket or something where you connect it, that would be a choveret. Or it can mean like a tie, like where you tie off two strips of fabric to be close together, right? Or if you're tying garments together like in the ephod, that would also be a choveret. The root is chavar, or chiber rather. Chiber, which is where we get the word chaver from, a friend. In modern Hebrew, chaver, or chibura, another joining point. Chiber is to join something together. So the reason it became choveret changed to chavaret. This happens all the time. If you have a segol, that's the S sound, and then we put the little wishbone accent mark, the etnachta, under it, or if we put the saluk, that's the one if it's the last word in a verse, the vowel lengthens because how people memorized it. V'chein ta'aseh. And chein doesn't mean yes, like in modern Hebrew. It means such, or thusly. Ta'aseh. So asa, to do, to make. The tav at the beginning makes you think of atah, you. You shall make, or you shall do. Bisvat hari'ah hakitzona. Be, with, or in, with the sephat, the lip. So this is going to be the hem of the garment, right? The hem. With the hem, the tav means of, ha, the yari'ah, the curtain strip. And now we get an adjective. Which one? Hakitzona, the outermost one, the one in the extreme position. Shalom, Pereira, and Shalom, Yakar. All right, good turnout today. Nice. I'm only seeing 2/3 likes, though. Come on. Have mercy. Bamachberet hasheni. So this word looks very similar, maqebiylot, to what we just had up over here, choveret. But maqebiylot is used in the sense of a series of curtains. Like a series is what it means, a series. A series of anything, really. But here it's a series of curtains. So with the maqebiylot series of, which series? Adjective hasheni, the second one. I know, not as interesting as when we're reading about fights and stuff, but if you want to master the Torah, you need to start learning these things, how the menorah is built and all these terms and stuff as well. Verse 5. Chamishim lulaot ta'aseh. Chamishim. So you might know chamesh, right? Chamesh is 5. Ten li chamesh. Give me 5. Or tana, if you're talking to a girl. Tana li chamesh. But when you put one of those numbers in the plural, you put an im on the end. That's like putting a 0 on it in English, right? So 5, and then so that's chamesh. Chamishim is 50, right? Shesh is 6. Sheshim is 60. Sheva, sheve'im. Shmoneh, shmoneim. You get it, right? Going back down, arba, arba'im. Shalosh, shaloshim. Right? Okay. So 50 lulot, loops, ta'aseh, you shall make, bari'ah ha'echat. In the curtain strip, ha, the echat, the one. Thank you, Jeannie. Great. The chamishim and 50, lulaot, loops, ta'aseh, you shall make, biksei hari'ah asher bamachberet hasheni. Ta'aseh, you shall make biksei at the extreme position of hari'ah, of the curtain strip, asher, which is B is in, A is the, maqebiylot. So just again, the breakdown of this. Beit is in, A is the, and also there's a dagesh in the mem if you're just listening, because of the ancient word for thee that was hal, right? So hal maqebiylot meant the series. And then by the time we get to biblical Hebrew, we don't say the l in hal anymore. We just say ha. That l makes the next letter double, so there's a dot there. So it would have been ham maqebiylot. And then the beit is like an ancient Israeli coming in, kicking out the Canaanite, but the house is still there. The ah and the dagesh is still there. So ba means in the. Be is in, ba is in the. That is why bereshit, the first word in the Bible, means in a beginning. It does not mean in the beginning. Okay? So in the ba, in the maqebiylot series, hasheni, the second. Okay. maqebiylot. Halulaot, isha el achotah. Okay. Maqebiylot. So this is from the verb kibel, which has a lot of meanings. Like the Mishnah starts with kibel. Kibel is to welcome or to receive. Right? Kibel is to receive, really. Like somebody gives you something and you receive it. You kibel it, right? Also, from the basic root kabal, you can get the idea of receiving to mean welcoming. That's why Kabbalah, not the Aramaic Kabbalah, not the mystical stuff, but in Hebrew, Kabbalah means welcoming, a welcoming. So that's why we have Kabbalah, welcoming of Shabbat, Kabbalat Shabbat, right? For the psalms we say when the sun's going down on Friday night, right? So this is a hifil active participle form. It's a noun, but it's formed from the hifil active participle. It's debatable it's a noun or not. So the maqebiylot, this is the interlinkings, like they're receiving each other, you understand? It can also mean in the hifil to violently face somebody. It can also mean that. So that doesn't really work with our fabrics. They're violently facing each other. Die. But they are facing each other tightly interwoven. That's the idea. Okay. Maqebiylot. And what's the subject of this? Halulaot, the loops. Isha, a lady, a woman, el unto achotah, the sister of her sister, right? Which I shared with you guys last time is an idiom that means one another. So each one will be connected in this way. Okay, any comments or questions? You guys doing okay? Thanks for the likes, I appreciate it. I'd really like for us to hit 42 one of these days. 42 live viewers. You know, when we did Revelation, we used to get over 70 sometimes. The live Revelation. But I think that was all locally, right? Yeah, that was all local here in the Philippines. Oh no, we had some Americans who tuned in who knew about us, but we didn't do it on YouTube. By the way, tonight, Bezrat HaShem, for those monthly supporters, God willing, I will be releasing part 8 in the Apocalypse class. So for all the monthly the monthly supporters, that will be coming out hopefully today, if I'm not too tired tonight. If at the worst tomorrow. Okay, believe that there. It's going to be about a 45-minute class, part 8, where we go through all the Jewish Greek of. We're still going to talk a little bit about Revelation 1:8, and we're going to do Revelation 1:9. And we reconstruct the underlying Hebrew to that, and we look at some of the Midrash and stuff. So, anyway. So if you are a monthly supporter and you have not been getting those secret links, let me know, and I will be happy to share that with you. Bariah. Wait, did my mind jump a place? Sorry, we already did that. Okay. With the curtain, ha'achat, the one. Hold on. Sorry, one verse vav now. Okay. Veasiyta chamishim, and you shall make, you shall do. Yeah, I agree, Brenda. Prophecy is exciting around this time. Chamishim, 50, qerese zahav. So this is the word qerese, kof resh samech, if you're just listening to the podcast. Qerese. It's a Segholate, so when we make it a plural, that means it's got the sound, like melech. How do we make the plural of melech, of king? Melachim, right? So, qerese becomes qerasim. Not kerosene, qerasim. Then we drop the mem. Qerese so qerese means a hook, by the way, a hook. So, qerese is hooks of zahav. Zahav was one of the Hebrew words of the day, you should know it. Gold. Vehibareta. Oh, this is nice. Let's sing this. Vehibareta et hariat. Nice, right? That's what this guy's telling us. La 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 la. So chiba. So this is where those other words we were seeing up above, they come from this root. So we had where we started tonight with verse 4. We had a choveret, right, which is a position of a join or a tie. Okay. And then we had the maqebiylot, which is a series. Where's that guy at? Anyway. And so here we have, from the same root, I lost my place, chiber. Chiber is the piel, which means to cause to be chavard. So you could think of it as cause to be friends. So cause to be joined. So to join. Vehibareta. Hibarta means you joined. Vehibareta means and you will join. Et hariot. The curtain strips. Isha el achotah. One to another. A woman to her sister. Qerese. With hooks. It can also mean like, what's it called? A little faster with fasteners. It could mean fasteners. V'haya hamishkan echad. And the mishkan will be, haya is was, v'haya means will become. The tabernacle will be echad. And this is very interesting, especially for those of us who understand the unification of the name, the unification of God, how He exists, complex in His unity. So all these parts, the curtains are coming together, right? The flasks are going to be there, the golden hooks. It's got loops on it of Segholate, and all this stuff is happening. You have 50 loops on each one. They're all being tightly connected, interwoven, maqebiylot, together, welcoming each other or violently facing each other. All these things are happening to build the Mishkan, to build the place that will hold Hashem's glory, where He will dwell with man and mithalech and walk around with us. And what are we told about the Mishkan finally? What is the ending of it? Yeah, I'm trying, Julie. I'll try. V'haya hamishkan echad. And the Mishkan will be echad. One. That's the same word that we use in the Shema. When we say, Shema Hashem Elokeinu. Pardon me, Shema Yisrael. Tired. Shema Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Okay. Hear, O Israel, the Lord, our God, the Lord is Echad. He's one. That's the exact same word that's used here, Echad, for the Mishkan. It will be united. It will become one in this way. This unification will happen. So I think that's pretty interesting, especially since we have Mishkan right in front of it. And many see Yeshua as kind of a walking Mishkan, right? Walking around containing the Ruach within him. Okay, so any comments or questions? We're right at 43 minutes. There's 2 minutes left if you guys have any comments you'd like to ask. By the way, if you haven't been checking out our Hebrew Word of the Day, we have, I think, 200 videos now in the Hebrew Word of the Day. And for those times when there's a lull and I don't put as many out, I suggest you go back, check them. Make sure you guys still know them, because that's a lot to know. It's a lot to learn, yeah? Comments or questions? Yeah, I've been kind of low energy lately. Okay, well then I guess I'll let you guys go. Great. Nice turnout tonight. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll be in the prophets, and I'll try to get a Hebrew Word of the Day out. Yeah. You know, it's just 60 seconds, but really it's about a 3 hour to 3.5 hour process to get those out. So just so you know, that's sometimes finding a word that's high enough frequency that it's worth your time to learn, and then looking through the Bible verses and finding a verse that's a nice verse that's not too long so that we can fit it in the 60 seconds or less. If it's over 60 seconds, YouTube doesn't count it as a short, as YouTube short. And then, of course, teaching the sign language, making the slide, and then recording it so that it looks right. Oh, it doesn't go too long, not too fast, right? And then doing all the subtitles in English, and then doing the subtitles for the other languages. The front matter and converting that into different languages. So it's a pretty long process. Just so you know, you don't think like I'm just being lazy over here. I don't want to do a Word of the Day today. It's usually 3 to 3.5 hour process. So that's, just for that little 60-second video. Yeah, I think it's something online. The illness has been going around, Julie says. I said I think it's something online. Very welcome, guys. All right, be well. And okay, look, another viewer came in. Right, we should stay for 5 more minutes so more people can come in. Just kidding. Thank you for sticking with me until the end of this, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Shalom, shalom.